Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Norland. So hopefully this plague will dissipate sometime today. I'm not sure how many days it's been, but we are running a bit low on the rye now. And once we have finished up with that plague, we're going to construct another rye field. Either right here where we'll have like a little bit of actual fertile ground, or we can build one much further away in this area. Ragnar has finished his work for the day and he's going to go eat, but we're actually going to see if we can't stop him. I don't know, he's already over here, so it might be too late, but what I want him to do is to go hunting with the heir of Lakehold. So I'd like to increase this character's opinion of our king. It's currently plus 10, but Lakehold is our strongest ally. And when the king in Lakehold dies, we want to make sure that we have a good opinion with the heir already. So yeah, let's go ahead and set up a little hunt for them. And he's actually pretty good at combat as well. A little bit better than Ragnar. Now, I think they have adjusted how quickly the combat skill goes up, because I've noticed that it's been taking a lot longer than it used to. He has not been able to increase his combat skill at all yet. I think we started at level 7, and despite all the hunts and the battles that he's done, we have not seen that increase at all. The developers have been very good about hatching the game. Looks like Helga and Guthrum are going on dates, and hopefully Ragnar and Aslaug should go on dates after he finishes with this hunt. But yeah, they've been doing a patch every single day. Well, Aslaug also increased her intelligence to 12. Fantastic. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of adjustments, particularly with the balance. If you guys recall in episode 1, I stated that was kind of like my biggest issue with the game at the moment, is that a lot of the mechanics felt unbalanced, particularly when it comes to like holy rings. Was one of the biggest issues. Like when they sinned, it cost so many holy rings. Oh, unfortunately Ragnar's mace just broke, so he's stuck using his dagger. Oh, and the heir here, his mace broke too. This one tough wolf. So we're using our daggers. We do have extra maces, so Ragnar will be able to go equip that once we finish with this battle. Now he's fighting with his hands, and the dagger broke as well. Looks like they just finished it up though, or the wolf has been knocked unconscious. That's the reason why they're still sitting here with their fist up. They're ready for it to wake back up. It's unfortunate you just can't beat it while it's unconscious so you can kill it. But it's dead now. Alright, so Ragnar did get a few minor bruises. Nothing too bad here. Seems that this character took the brunt of it, though even he only has 8 minor bruises and 1 bruise. Yeah, the developers have been very attentive with the hatches. And so like sins no longer cost as many holy rings. Also, your characters don't have such a high demand for holy rings. It seemed like that was the main desire that they got all the time, is that they wanted more holy rings. And they didn't just want more, they all wanted to be at 25. Which is very difficult to get all your characters up to 25, particularly when they're spending them. Either giving them to peasants to satisfy certain needs, or because of the sins. Because again, they sin so often, and the cost for confessing was so expensive. But that has all been adjusted, so overall just the Holy Ring economy has been much improved, as has the Lord Desires. We've already seen that there's been a wider variety of desires for our characters. Because yeah, it did seem like they were obsessed with the holy rings prior to some of these patches. But the rest of the economy, like with the trade goods and your production buildings, has also seen some rebalancing. So overall, the game is much better. With each patch, it continues to improve, and that's what you want to see from a new game. So it looks like Ragnar and Aslaug are going on their dates. All of our characters should be pretty happy as long as they get to finish, and they won't have as high of a need for the human warmth. You can see Guthrum still isn't quite happy there. Helga, her craving for excitement, that is because of her gambling addict trait. So if she goes too long without playing dice, then she'll get that penalty there. Yeah, we should have improved our opinion here with, I guess his name is like Tutosh. That's how we're going to pronounce it. Yeah, he's at plus 36 and we're now considered friends. So that's what we want to see, so we can continue our alliance with Lakehold even after the king there dies. We're not going to trade today, because today's trader is very good. So we'll just wait until the next one. Now, Guthrum's never going to finish studying the armor forge today. And he does want to go for a drink. Seems that the action's unavailable, so I can't tell him to do that, unfortunately. So we'll just let him finish, or do as much as he can. I'd like Aslaug to finish with the flavorful ale today. I don't know if that will, if there'll be enough time. This here, the pig farm, we just needed wood, which we did not have any. Now we do, so that'll get constructed as soon as the workday starts tomorrow. I think that's all we're constructing, but we are upgrading a few things. So the mill is 85% complete, and they're lacking iron, and so we got 14 that can be used for that. And then we upgraded the brewery already. I know there's one other building that we're upgrading. I think it was, it's the lumber mill over here, which we're also waiting on the iron. So because we're upgrading all these buildings or constructing new ones, we will not start any further construction for right now, even though we do have a few things that we could build. We're going to wait to do that. Let's get these things done. I particularly want the pig farm done, so we'll have a reliable source of meat and something to use our rutabagas for, besides just making the moonshine and having the peasants eat it, which of course they don't like, and it can make them sick. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and change up the execution here. So we've been doing the Mask of Shame. And it's not particularly useful though once you start having a problem with cutthroats, which you can see we already have 2 of them. You can't intimidate them so they don't do any crimes, but you're not going to solve the cutthroat problem. And so what we're going to do is change this over to imprisonment, so we can actually make use of these criminals. If they commit any crimes and we catch them, then we'll put them in prison, and then they can work locations. Now, we actually have a lot of open jobs at the moment. It's not really one of our issues. And the big part of that is because the wood shortages, as well as the iron. We just can't build an upgrade as fast as we would like. We already have 3 builders in the warehouse too. It's not a lack of builders. It's like we could put another warehouse down and give you even more builders. I guess it'd give you jobs, so there'd be that. And Thorston has received an enlightenment paper workshop upgrade. Okay, not that we really need that at the moment. Paper workshop isn't really even doing anything because we're not using the paper yet. We did just learn how to make the flavorful ale though. However, we currently lack the herbs to actually produce those. And I wanted to make sure that the pig farm got the wood before I gave any construction orders, and now that they're working on that, they have all their resources, we can get this started. So we need to produce or construct the herbalist. And you can see we only have one location down here in the south where we can get the herbs. I don't think there's any other locations on this map. So this map is not rich in herbs, unfortunately. We're going to place this right next to the pig farm. So they'll get producing that once they're done here. Maybe those other builders will come work on this. It'll be 25 wood, so much of the wood that we currently have. Yeah, the pig farm will be constructed today, and they will feed the rutabagas to the pigs, and that'll give us a regular supply of meat. Now, where before we were only getting the meat from the hunting, which we only did so often. And meat is the best food. It's one that everybody would prefer to eat. We're going to have Thorston manage the pig farm. That'll give him 6. See, we got a few world events. We'll take a look at them. One of them is conflict between neighbors, and that is concerning Lakehold. So let's go ahead and take a look. So this one is also with Misthaven. Remember, they have the request for assistance that we got last episode, and that is concerning Misthaven as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and support Ronan. So we'll increase opinion with him and lose more opinion with Misthaven. Seems that she's about to do her attack now. This squad under Morella. So they have 8 troops here. Yeah, this is likely not going to go in Lakehold's favor, which is again why they were requesting that assistance. But that does mean there's not going to be as many troops here to defend Misthaven if we wanted to do our own attack. And then the new event that we got, we do need to pick the next ambition for our king, and we're going to do the fertile one again, requiring 100 people this time. Shouldn't be too difficult to get. But yeah, the new one that we have for request for assistance is from Greenspire. They want assistance against Frostkeep. I think it's down here somewhere. So we're not going to concern ourselves with that. If we wouldn't help Lakehold, then we're certainly not going to help our enemies in Greenspire, which we don't hate them as much as Misthaven, but certainly not friendly with them. So Thorson should be heading on down here so we can start getting that pig farm working. We also need to appoint a manager here, and let's do Helga. She can do a bit more work, and her management skill isn't terrible. I won't be able to upgrade that until we get more iron. Iron is consistently an issue for us. We need to find somebody who can trade for iron because, as you can see, the reserves aren't doing good. 125 of 200 is what we currently mined, so we need to upgrade it, but it requires a lot of wood. Wood is consistently an issue in this game. So that's why you want to have at least those 3 lumber mills. Now, one thing you have to consider when it comes to cutting down trees is that it will eventually affect the fertility of your land. Seems one of the countries has been destroyed. In Crestelia? Not sure where that is at, because we can't really see much of the map just yet. But yeah, they've been destroyed. Let's go and see if there's anybody we can hire into our army. We got one unhappy peasant. We're going to go and hire him, even though he's just level 1. Just because I do want to increase the number of warriors, and also we need more jobs to be assigned. Because while all of our peasants are currently employed, we do have 4 prisoners just sitting around not doing anything, so we need to put them to work. Now that we have the herbs that are being gathered, we can set up some production of the flavorful ale. We're going to want, I don't know, maybe like 50 of these. This is great because we have a lot of hops and it doesn't require any of the rye. And so we can instead focus rye on flour and beer production. And so the idea here is that the flavorful ale is going to be for our lords mostly. Maybe some peasants or maybe the warriors, I guess is who we'd sell it to. Some warriors, because we won't sell much of it, we'll be able to buy the flavorful ale once we set that up. Because as of right now, I think we have it set so that nobody can purchase it. And then the beer would be for all of our citizens to drink, because remember, they don't like the moonshine. And then the moonshine is what we'd be trading, because there are several countries we can trade moonshine to. We're already trading it to Lakehold, but Moonrealm would also purchase our moonshine if we had our opinion of. Let me just see where it's at currently. It's at 20. Now, the king of Moonrealm was currently here. And so it'd be good to use this opportunity to increase opinion with him. So maybe we'll have Ragnar go hunting with him, because we're still trying to get his combat skill up. Still sitting at just 7. So rather than let him sit here and spread rumors, talk smack, let's go and have him go hunting with this king. And now this king is not great when it comes to combat skill. Just 3. So hopefully he doesn't get too injured while doing this. Now Guthrum is still trying to study the armor forge here, and Aslaug's not studying anything, but rather than start her up on a new book, we're going to instead let her write a new book, preferably one that we don't have a copy of. So like Intimidation of Tramps would be one option, or the lumber mill upgrade. I guess that's the one we'll do, because this will satisfy her desire, and also use some of the papers that we have, which I haven't been using just yet. So yeah, let's let her satisfy this desire that she has, so it doesn't impact her opinion too much, and we can just make her happy. And I think that increases intelligence too, the writing the books, like the reading of the books. So we already did find something to hunt here. These guys are roaming pretty close to our settlement now. And so again, hopefully this one goes better than the last one did, where we both broke our mace and our daggers. So kind of costly when it comes to our weapons. I guess they didn't get too injured, so that's always good to see. Guthrum has a minor bruise currently. He has a desire for intimacy, which I thought he had a date with his wife yesterday. I saw little hearts popped up. Maybe they didn't actually go on it, because yeah, he had that desire beforehand. And yeah, he didn't appease it. So maybe they didn't go on a date, or maybe it just wasn't intimate enough. Alright, so they finished their hunt. It does seem Ragnar got a few minor bruises. Nothing too significant. While the king here just got a rib injury. So he is in a bit of pain as he's dealing with the facial injury too. And this is the consequences of that war between Lakehold and Misthaven. Rye is now going to be more expensive, which it's already more expensive because of the plague. So we did complete the objective to get 150 flour. Alright, excellent. So they've been producing very fast there. Probably helps that we have the prisoners assigned, so they work for longer. Let's go and take a look and see if we have any soldiers that we can hire. Oh nice, we actually have a loyalist. And so what's great about the loyalists is, I mentioned this in a previous episode, they don't have the penalty to their morale when you hire them. And she's a level 3, so exactly what we want. Alright, so we now have 10 warriors. I could see potentially attacking Misthaven now. We've increased the skill of many of our warriors as well. Some of them are kind of low level, but we have a level 10 here. And so maybe tomorrow, we could do it tonight, I suppose. Here's the result of that conflict between neighbors. Because yeah, she's about to attack, or she's coming back home now. She was clearly successful to some degree, because she has 580 gold in loot and 2 prisoners. But she did lose some of her troops. So now would be a good time to try and attack her, see if we can't intercept her on the way back home. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go ahead and set up a new squad, led by Ragnar, of course, the best of our commanders. And then we're also going to send Thorsten with him. Could send Helga too, because I don't think she's currently doing anything. Yeah, why not? Let's make this army nice and powerful. And then we're going to send a lot of these soldiers. I don't know that we're going to send them all though, because this guy's new and sucks. So we're not going to send them. And leaving a couple behind so they can do the night patrol would be pretty useful. Good idea. So let's go ahead and equip. We have 8 warriors, so we're going to get all of them equipped. So 4 will be using the bows, and then 4 will be using the maces. So that's 10 warriors total when you count the fact that we're bringing 2 extra lords. So let's get this army created and then send them after Morella. See if we can't catch her. It's a 68% chance of victory, but I feel pretty confident that we'd win that. Now, I don't feel confident that we'll be able to intercept her. So this is where she's at when Ragnar's army has entered the world map. So we should be able to intercept her. We also learned the armor forge. Alright, excellent. So that's something we're going to have to get constructed. We'll want to do that before tomorrow's workday begins. So I don't think we have anything else that's being worked on now that we've gotten the pig farm constructed. And I believe we finished upgrading everything as well. Yeah, the mill has been upgraded, as has, well, let me take that back. The lumber mill is still waiting on the 5 iron. Yeah, we can get the armor forge to produce shields, light armor, and heavy armor. Though we will be limited in some degree on this because we don't have steel, so we can't get the heavy armor. But we can get the light armor and the shields. The shields do require the iron, so that's the problem. And just constructing the armor forge requires iron as well, which is just one thing that we've been running really low on. We need to stockpile some wood so I can upgrade this mine here. Well, let's go and start Guthrum on his next book. He's pretty intelligent, so he should be able to get these books done in a reasonable amount of time, and I think the weapon forge should be the next thing that he does. And then Aslaug will continue to write her book. So we're coming up on the crossroads here. So we'll see if we're able to intercept her or not. Looks like we did. Excellent. So we have a total of 11 fighters. 8 of them are warriors, and then we have the 3 lords. And those 8 warriors are split between archers and the macemen. We have 4 of each. Combat skill of the army is 7. Great mood. A large part of that is because of his 11 command power, getting a plus 22 for the morale. Let's take a look at Morella's squad. And they only have 5 warriors here. We don't know how many lords she has, but she'll have at least herself, so we know that it's going to be at least 6 against 11. Her combat skill is higher than ours, but her mood is lower. These are the warriors she has: 2 archers, 2 macemen, and 1 guy with a dagger. Again, it doesn't show the extra lords in there, though. I don't even know if the AI uses extra lords in their army. So let's go ahead and actually watch this battle on the map and see if we can't achieve a significant victory here against Misthaven, taking the money that they've won so hard on their raid. Oh, one of their guys just fell over. He's already trying to play dead. Trying to click on the dude here. Or the lady, I should say. She's stunned. She does have injuries. They're all going to have injuries as well, because remember, they just did that battle. So yeah, many of them are quite injured. So we have that advantage too. Okay, so they actually have 3 bowmen. Our bowmen, which... that's interesting. We only have 3. We should have 4. Not sure what happened there. But again, this should be an easy victory for us. Or maybe not easy, because we are facing an actual lord here, and she has the armor. And it seems like they're better equipped than us when it comes to armor. Yeah. So they do have that advantage as well. But we did just knock out Morella, so they're not going to get that morale bonus anymore. In fact, they're going to get that penalty. But she's back up. We did just knock out her armor, destroyed it. So they're getting a plus 22 as well, but now she's done for. So now they're getting a negative 24, and Morella was just killed as well. So we just ended her life. I'm not entirely sure how she was related to the King of Misthaven. But yeah, he lost one of his lords. So this is a major defeat for Misthaven. Now, of course, we did lose a few of our own people. I don't know if they're dead or not. I think they're probably just knocked out, though one of them is bleeding right now. So let's see if they can't get them home safely. Still dealing with these archers. I'm not sure. Okay, that one's still firing. And that's interesting. Thorsten and Ragnar don't get along now. Or Thorsten started hating Ragnar. Not entirely sure why that is. We'd have to actually select him here. See what the issue is. He's envious of our victories, of course. Everybody's going to be envious of our victorious king. Alright, so only 1 member left. And now we have 1. So they had 7 deployed, so that makes me think that they had 2 lords. So 1 in addition to Morella. And then 5 of those are dead. 1 escaped, and we captured only 1. Okay. So I didn't capture many of them. But we did get their loots. And then we have the 2 prisoners that they had already captured. And so this is a pretty big victory for us. The 580 loot is going to be incredibly helpful. And so we're on our way back home. We didn't lose any of our own people, though we did have those injuries, as we've seen. And so they're probably going to use some of our medicine. We are getting a request for an assistance here from Moonrealm. Didn't we just assist you? Well, it's actually with Great Mist. I was thinking it was a problem with Misthaven, but no, it's another country they're having issues. And unfortunately, Ragnar is seriously ill. That's strange. He's got the rutabaga fever as well. So it's like they're eating rutabagas while on campaign. We saw the same thing happen with Thorsten after the last battle against the bandit camp. He also has a lot of injuries. He's bruised, and he has a cut. 10 minor bruises. So quite injured overall. Thorsten, on the other hand, just got that 1 minor bruise. Probably didn't help much. But Helga, she's also got a slight cut, a regular cut, and she's got those minor bruises. So Thorsten really didn't do much in this battle. So hopefully Ragnar will go get himself some medicine before everybody else takes it. So we had an interesting development here. This cutthroat just attacked Guthrum. More than likely he was hired to do so by one of our enemies. So hopefully Guthrum can handle himself in this fight alright, or somebody comes and assist. Because we did leave some warriors behind to do the night patrol. They should be coming up here soon, or hopefully somebody does. As of right now, nobody is helping Guthrum. So let's just see how he's currently doing. He's got 4 cuts, minor bruise, he's bleeding. Yeah, bleeding severely. Huh, that's interesting. Cutthroat just decided to go home. Okay. Yeah, not sure what happened there. Guthrum's fleeing. He ran. Okay, I see what happens. He ran from the battle. He does desire a reward. whereas Ragnar still desires intimacy. And Aslaug's wanting to get this book written, which we have her currently working on. She's 59% towards completing that. Maybe she'll get it done tomorrow. And we did run out of medicine, unfortunately. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, so we need to purchase additional medicine when the merchant comes tomorrow. Yeah, Ragnar's injured. Luckily, he doesn't have any gangrene or anything. He's sick. Yeah, I think it's a bunch of warriors who used it. Oh, let me take that back. Ragnar used one now. Okay, so that should hopefully cure his sickness, yeah. So he still has that look to him. But he is cured now. Okay, so I'm glad he got one of the medicines. But yeah, we need to purchase some more, basically. You'll see that everybody's opinion is affected by Ragnar's illness. Serious illness of a loved one, -7. Helga doesn't seem to care, though. Neither does Guthrum. He is dealing with a lot of pain from his injuries. -26. So he is in the red. Yeah, Ragnar should hopefully get better. You can see he's in a fantastic mood. In fact, he is now inspired because his mood is so great. So now would be a good day to allow him to like read a book or something, or to just keep on teaching his son, because his teaching skill will be higher. So not a bad day to have him do that. Now the protection of the Loven family has been lifted. I'm surprised it wasn't lifted when we did that attack. And Brunhilde has grown up and become a teenager. So now she'll actually have an age. She's 12 and she'll start to age like everybody else does. Just taking a look at the age of our other characters, Ragnar's 37, his brother Guthrum's 42, Helga, our youngest lord, at 23, while Aslaug is 32 years old. And then Thorsten doesn't matter as much because he's just a free lord who's working for us temporarily, but he's 37, so the same age as Ragnar. And what's interesting is that he does not like Ragnar, with all those, the envy from the rings and the victories. So he's not happy. We will be granting Guthrum some rings, I think. We'll lose that one bonus that we get from having the very many rings. It's not as high when you're only getting the bonus from the plus 15. But I do want to reward him. He served us well over the years. We're going to allow Ragnar to finish his inspections first. And then we will reward Guthrum. Guthrum's having a drink, and he's got his own inspections to do. One thing I'd like to construct here soon is the chancellery. That's 50 wood and 5 tools. Now that we have a good, reliable source of paper to help out our lords so they're not having to do so many inspections. But before we spend the wood on that, I really want to get this upgraded, which is 140, and we do have that. The problem is, for whatever reason, they have not been emptying this one out. The building storage is at 86. And so you know what, let's go ahead and force them to do that. Because once we get all those materials from there, maybe it's just because we got the prisoners working there, they're just not very good at emptying it out. And so yeah, once we do that, we'll have the wood needed to upgrade our mine. So looking at the world events, we had some very unfortunate situations. So because we didn't help Lakehold, or at least not in the way they wanted us to help them, they were made into a vassal of Misthaven. Even though we defeated that army, which is unfortunate, they'd already won the battle, so I guess that's all that matters. So now Lakehold, they're still doing the trade agreement with us, because what matters is that they're an ally with us. So it doesn't stop us from being able to trade with them. But it does mean that if we attack Misthaven, then Lakehold would send troops there. So overall, not a great situation. Could have sent troops to help them, but yeah, we did it the way we did it. And it was very advantageous to us getting all that gold, but obviously we did not want them to become a vassal of our enemies. We're going to spend some of that gold to increase our main road. I'm trying to work on this before I work on any side roads. It's taking longer than I had anticipated, though. We see that Guthrum just increased his management skill. So it's at 14. Need to get it one more in order to get access to his talent, where the chancellery won't even require any paper. So that would be excellent. Aslaug is almost done writing that book as well. I think we have an extra book to sell, so I have to try and remember to do that when we talk to the merchant today, because we have like 2 copies of a book. Now you can sell, any of the copies you have of books that you've already read. We just got that new copy, excellent. And Helga's spending another one of her rings, it seems. So now that Aslaug's done with that, we could have her read another book, but you know what? She needs to spend some time with her child. So we're going to have her teach Brunhilde. While Ragnar continues to teach our son. And she's looking alright. She's 7 in manners and persuasion, and 4 in all the rest of her skills. We do have an excess of moonshine. Let me see what this trade agreement would look like with Moonrealm. So we get 4 per item. And that is with Guthrum. And that's because their best lord as far as trade goes is pretty good. Almost as good as Guthrum. So not as much as we're getting from Lakehold, which is 5 currently. But he wouldn't do it anyways due to the low opinion. Rewarding him would be really helpful. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do that now. So we'll have Ragnar go over and give him some holy rings. He currently has 7, so he's not getting a mood bonus from holy rings. And he still will not, because he needs to get to the 15. But he'll get a very nice mood bonus from being rewarded. Did he do it? Let me just take a look if that happened. That did not happen. So let's make sure he's prioritizing that rather than going to read the book to learn the weapon forge. Yeah, we want to make sure he gets rewarded. And that'll appease his desire as well. And just make him in a better overall mood. Okay, so he has been rewarded now. So he fulfilled desire and got the plus 15 from being awarded. And he's at 12 holy rings. To get the nice mood bonus, we'd have to get him up to 15 holy rings. Ragnar now only has 20, so he's not getting as high of a mood bonus. It looks like he no longer has that little thing indicating that he's sick. But we can see that Guthrum and Helga are having issues due to the infidelity of Helga, again, for a second time. And it seems that Ragnar's helping spread some of his knowledge. Excellent. So we want to see that happening naturally, so that keeping the knowledge doesn't hinge on the one character who knows it. So you can see Ragnar has been teaching his knowledge. He's been very good about that, actually. We haven't seen anybody else really spreading the knowledge, though. Yeah, he's also spread the knowledge of command. Ragnar and Aslaug are going to spend a bit of time together. You see that the plague is still here, unfortunately, with the rye field. Really want to get that solved. Major issue for us. We can go ahead and upgrade the mine. Should have clicked that already as soon as I saw that the wood was there. I got distracted on the world map with the trade. So that will unfortunately not get done today. We'll do it tomorrow. Looks like the price of wood is now up because of the war going on with Moonrealm. And the trader is here. And he's okay. We will be trading with him though. So we'll have Guthrum do that as soon as he gets over here. Because we got a lot of trades we want to do. In particular, we want to get new medicine, since we used it all from last battle. And I wouldn't feel comfortable doing any additional battles until after we got that medicine. We have a lot of unemployed peasants right now. We also have some homeless ones. What we could do is just hire somebody as warriors. In fact, we have somebody here. And we can also free these prisoners too. That's a level 8, so he's very good. But hiring him would result in a significant tax. So I'm not really interested in doing that. We're just going to hire this level 1 prisoner instead. And so that'll solve the one issue with the homeless peasant. Basically, we're going to need to construct more housing, more dormitories. We're good for the warriors since we have 2 of the barracks. So we can have up to 20. Ragnar and Aslaug are going for a second round And also seems that the housing has changed up here. Okay, well, I'm not going to disrupt what they're doing here, but eventually we want to change up the housing. As Thorsten has taken our room, so we'll want to do that tomorrow. But yeah, Ragnar and Aslaug just can't get enough of each other. Must be all of his victories in battle. And our cutthroats have been bribed. So someone from among your unfriendly neighbors has bribed your cutthroats, and they're prepared to do something malicious tonight. We advise strengthening the patrols around the noble houses, the hall, and the library. So let's go ahead and do exactly that. We're going to go ahead and increase the number of guards here up to... We'll do 6. Yeah, we'll have 6 guards tonight. Make sure they can deal with a large number of cutthroats we have. We have 4 of them. So we'll have 6 guards. And Guthrum, unfortunately, cannot go talk to the trader. Due to lack of sleep, he passed out. So we're going to have to wake him up and force him to trade. But let's let him get a little bit of sleep first. Okay, so he actually woke up on his own to go do this task. And Helga's again causing issues between Ragnar and Aslaug. She is just a problem. Look at the big old tax we have because of our, our warriors, the numbers that we currently have. It's going to get more and more expensive. So I said I wanted to sell this one book here, the Temple. We actually have 2 of these. So let's go ahead and sell one of them. Earn us a little bit of extra money here. We're also going to go ahead and sell some hops. Again, just as much as you can before that goes down. We're not getting a lot for this. But we have so much of it. So I'll sell it as long as we're getting 3. So that's all we'll be able to sell, unfortunately. This does get us into the positive. And then we're going to need to purchase all of the medicine, which unfortunately it's more expensive today. And then maybe some holy rings as well. And that's probably it when it comes to the goods. We could get another mace. Yeah, I suppose that would be helpful since we did have that one that broke. And you could even get a shield as well. So for the weapons, we'll get those. That puts us at 320, and we haven't even started on the books yet. We could get a peasant's house. Yeah, you know what? That's pretty cheap, 96. So we'll get that. And then we're going to get the Combat Volume 2. I think that would be helpful for Ragnar to get. I suppose that's it for now. I don't want to trade any goods that require iron, since we don't have a reliable source of iron. Even after the mine gets upgraded, we still would have mined half of what it can get. 148 of then 300. So it's still going to be an issue, guys. We just don't have enough mines on this particular map. That's one of the issues. Every map has its problems. And so some of our warriors were waiting for that medicine. We need to buy more. Brunhilde got the intimidation of tramps. But yeah, basically when the next trader comes, we'll have to purchase all his medicine too. And we did fail on this task here. That's fine. We weren't planning on helping them out at all. And you see, we did pay higher wages than what we sold in goods, unfortunately. One of our prisoners is attempting to escape. So we'll see if anybody deals with it. Probably not. So I think they're going to get away. It happens. That's why we set up the day patrol here, but there's no night patrol doing that. And these prisoners, of course, are the ones going with the trader. Yeah, it looks like one of the prisoners got away. Again, it just kind of happens from time to time. Setting up a night patrol down here would help. And finally, the crop infection has ended. Good God, that has been one of our main issues. And that's also why we didn't earn much today, is because we have no food, guys. Everybody is stuck eating rutabagas. So there's a chance that our lords could get sick because of this. So let's go and assign the warriors, or excuse me, the workers here. And we're going to want these to be prisoners as well, if possible. And then we have Guthrum, who's currently assigned to do the instructions there. And then we'll want to construct more, because this is a big issue for us. So we're going to want to get another rye field. So again, the choice is to do a 60%. I think that's the best we can do here. So 60% down here, or you can make it much further away and get a nice 100% here. And I think we're going to do the 100%. Now, you could try and fit 2 of these and then maybe get like a 80 to 80% ones or whatever. But I think we're just going to go ahead and get the 100% because I don't really want them walking this far. So if they're walking this far, let's do it for a full 100%. So we'll get that constructed. So that'll be another rye field. Because rye is always something that we need, both for the beer and for the grain. I always call it the grain, but you know, I mean the flour. Still doing that trade for the moonshine. And yeah, maybe we'll take a look at doing that other trade, since we do have a nice supply of moonshine here. We have a bit of iron in our stockpile, so let's go ahead and upgrade the pig farm so we can get a bit more meat. There's a lot of other things we could upgrade, but we're going to wait because I really want to produce, or construct I should say, an armor forge. And that costs 10 iron. We'll see if we can do that or not today. I'm not going to give them the order for that yet because I really want to prioritize the iron mine and the rye field over here. So I'll let them finish that. And Aslaug has got the contemptuous trait. We've seen that Ragnar got that as well. We also got a notification about Brunhilde becoming a teenager, but we already got that notification. But yeah, she got the same trait that Ragnar did because she has so many rings. She has 20 rings. Same as Ragnar. No, he has 25 now. That's right, because we just bought 5 more. Guthrum has 12, while Helga has 9. She keeps spending them on peasants. So we had a few world events happen today. Moonrealm was successfully attacked by Great Mist. They asked us for assistance. We were not able to help them at that moment, so now they are part of their realm. They're a vassal of them. Looking at the other events, Treewood has left the alliance, led by Moonrealm, because of course they are now vassalized. And Greenspire was unsuccessfully attacked by Frostkeep. We can also see that Moonrealm is facing an Heirs Rebellion, so they'll be dealing with that. So things are not going great in Moonrealm. They got conquered, and then the heir is now rebelling. Lakehold is also requesting assistance. So we can see here that their relationship with their suzerain, Misthaven, has completely deteriorated, and the vassal takes a stand wishing to break free. And so if we send an army, we can assist them in that. And I think this time we might, because I really don't like that Misthaven has conquered Lakehold, our ally. And so I think we will send them aid. We'll have to set up a squad to do that. Doesn't seem that they did anything here. We'll keep the 6 guards assigned, or maybe go down to 5, because remember, whenever they're working at nights, it means they're not sleeping. And so one thing to consider. We'll see if there's anybody else to hire. I'm really thinking about hiring this guy despite the higher cost, just because we could use a highly trained warrior here. Yeah, let's go and hire him, guys. Again, I know it's going to be kind of expensive, but we're doing a lot more warfare now. You know, we're going to wait to do this until the next episode, since we won't be able to send them in today's video, because this is the end, unfortunately. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next one. We're going to try and help Lakehold achieve independence from Misthaven. And once that's done, then maybe we can look at doing a bit of raiding against Misthaven, so attacking their villages. So Ironwood to get the rutabagas, though it is interesting that it's called Ironwood, and they don't have iron nor wood as their resource. Or Eldergrove to get iron. I think we should probably go after Eldergrove. You see that they both have 10 defenders, so we need our full army to have success there. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys on the next episode, and thanks for watching.